Everybody is talking about ChatGPT, the revolutionary open AI tool that has the ability to write poetry, prose, create CV for you, and even write software code like a human being. Now, the hype most gravitates towards the amazement, fear, and warning that the revolutionary AI tool brings. Now, ChatGPT is an AI language model from San Francisco-based open AI company. Now, it can converse with a person via text and generate a wide range of content upon request. Now, generative AI is by far the biggest trend in technology of this decade so far. So let's understand it better by taking a look at 10 most underestimated things no one is probably telling you about ChatGPT. Now, in the meantime, kindly check our website for more interesting tech content on www.techbyte.com. Now, number one, the world doesn't actually revolve around ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT is special, but only because it is public. Now, there are other AI projects just as capable or even more capable that you've never tried or don't even know about. Now, major tech companies, especially Google, Meta, and others, including startups and universities, have developed generative AI tools at least as capable as ChatGPT. Now, in some cases, competitors released limited versions of their AI. In others, they didn't release their technology for public use. So Meta did release a chatbot called BlenderBot even before ChatGPT. So there are actually other AI projects like ChatSimple, Flicky, Vespa, Musical, and many more that you can look out for on the market. It doesn't always have to be ChatGPT. Secondly, Microsoft controls OpenAI. Now, OpenAI LP is a for-profit company that makes ChatGPT a subsidiary of the company OpenAI Incorporated. But OpenAI Incorporated does not own OpenAI LP. Now, I know that sounds confusing, but Microsoft is the biggest investor in OpenAI LP, and it has invested more than $10 billion at OpenAI LP, giving Microsoft a 49% stake, meaning only 2% of the company will be owned by its non-profit parent company. Now, all other investors will share the remaining 49% stake in the company. Now, Microsoft is also actively working on building ChatGPT capability in Bing, Azure, PowerPoint, Outlook, and other Microsoft products. Now, the bottom line here is that Microsoft controls OpenAI. Now, moving on, do you know that about 176 billion parameters were used to train ChatGPT? Now, nearly 176 billion parameters were used to train ChatGPT in order to be that smart. Now, this required an enormous number of powerful graphical processing units. Now, a study shows that eventually the developers of ChatGPT will require more than 30,000 NVIDIA GPUs in the near future to train the AI-empowered tool. Now, it was trained on a massive corpus of text data, around 570 gigabytes of data sets, including web pages, books, and other sources from the internet. Now, ChatGPT is the fastest conversational AI tool ever. Now, the response time of ChatGPT is typically less than a second, making it the fastest and the smartest chatbot, well suited for real-time conversations. Now, ChatGPT has been integrated into a variety of platforms and applications, including websites, messaging apps, virtual assistants, and other AI applications. Now, ChatGPT 3 has also been fine-tuned for a variety of language tasks such as translation, summarization, and question answering. Moving on, GPT-4 is 40% more likely to produce factual responses than GPT 3.5. Now, according to a study, GPT-4 is likely to be 40% more accurate and factual than GPT 3.5. Now, ChatGPT is influenced by the amount of training data that it has been exposed to. Now, the more data a language model has been trained on, the more information it has available to generate accurate and relevant responses. OpenAI leverage more on feedback from people who used the tool, including feedback from the users of ChatGPT, to enhance the quality of GPT's 4 responses. ChatGPT is made of people, not aliens or robots. Now, contrary to many people's opinion, It's tempting to perceive the use of text-based AI as interacting with a computer's thoughts instead of a human's thoughts. Now, in fact, projects like ChatGPT use human programming to harvest human-made content, which is then vetted and prioritized by humans. Now, it therefore contains human errors, human biases, and human conclusions. So the next time you are using ChatGPT, you are not really chatting with a robot or an alien. You are having a conversation with a programmed human thought. Now, ChatGPT has passed the US medical licensing examination. Now, history was made in 2023 when ChatGPT passed the US medical licensing examination and achieving a 60% accuracy in its answers without any assistance of a human clinician. Now, the exam consists of 3 standardized tests and aspiring medical professionals need to clear the test to obtain a license to practice. Now, ChatGPT's achievement raises new hopes of utilizing AI for effective diagnosis and treatment of various ailments. Now, it also emphasizes the amazing usefulness of ChatGPT and the possibilities of what AI can do in the near future. Now, ChatGPT 4 has also passed the Uniform Bar exam. ChatGPT 4, the latest version of the AI-enabled large language model on which ChatGPT 4 is based, passed the Uniform Bar exam with flying colors, scoring in the 90th percentile. The exam is designed to evaluate the abilities every attorney must be capable of demonstrating before obtaining a license to practice law. Now, the achievement is seen by many in the legal fraternity as the first step in paving the way for the use of AI in the judiciary sector. Now, a legal firm has actually launched a chatbot built on OpenAI's language model that can help with contract analysis, due diligence, and regulatory compliance. Moving on, some industries are already switching to ChatGPT. Now, lots of industries are already looking at how to incorporate ChatGPT into their system. The creative industry is already using it for some types of professional writing because they have discovered that AI does this type of chore faster and cheaper. Another profession already addicted to ChatGPT is the real estate industry. Now, when listing a property, there are only so many parameters one can use to describe a home for sale. Now, the fundamentals include numerical data, including square footage, number of bedrooms and bathrooms, the price of the properties, etc. Now, real estate agents now just plug all that data into ChatGPT and let the AI write the overview for the listing website. ChatGPT will have significant impacts on programming and code development. Now, a study of reactions to ChatGPT suggests that the most significant near-term impacts of ChatGPT will be on software development, given the capability of the system to both generate code and to explain how the code is generated works, making software documentation both simpler and quicker. Now, the last but not the least that you should know today is that ChatGPT is not powered by the internet. Now, ChatGPT is not connected directly to the internet and it has limited knowledge of the world and events after 2021. Now, despite its large size and high accuracy, it will clearly tell you its own limitations and will not generate specific responses to questions where its data sources are either limited or non-existent. Now, for example, asking the system to answer what is the current weather in Toronto will trigger a response telling you because it can't browse the internet, it can only provide general information about Toronto weather. Now, before I go, you should know that ChatGPT gained 1 million users in under a week of its launch, and the chatbot accumulated 57 million monthly active users in its first month of availability. Now, it has surpassed 100 million active users in January of 2023, and we can all agree that it definitely has a promising future ahead. Now, and there you have it for this week, ladies and gentlemen, the 10 most underestimated things to know about ChatGPT. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to follow us and also visit our website on www.techbyte.com. Till next time that I'll be here again to give you a fresh edition. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the other side.